8th of March, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Counted as a filling a commandment. But since he was asked, and
Okay.
when he says Banish Moshes, it will say the exact way that it's supposed to be said. So that's going to be considered to be counting. So he wants to avoid that.
Uh-huh.
We're nowhere in the Tough Pay Tet and Sif Dalad in the Mechaber.
Thank you. Tough mem chet.
Tough pay.
Tough pay chet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tough pay. Is this volume 5?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Tough pay. Tough pay chet.
okay. Let's take a look. Let's review. All right.
Yes. So we were just saying that if one, it's during Bein Hashmashot, then if one asks his friend, his friend, what day of the Omer it is,
Right.
you should say yesterday was such and such a day,
Right.
as opposed to today is.
Don't say
such
the
and
actual day. Say that yesterday was, because you want to avoid saying the proper count. Let's leave the. Let's go to the Mr. Brewer here. We'll see if the Mr. Brewer is here. Beginning with Yud Tet.
Okay, so let's see. Yutet Bein Hashmashot V'chulei. Naket Bein Hashmashot Mishum the V'diavar Im Berach Bein Hashmatzot Yatzar. Oh, so you yotze if you count during Bein Hashmashot?
All right. You should really wait till Tzeitzah Kachavim. You should wait till the stars come out. But if you counted after sunset, you would be B'diavad Yotze.
Oh, the canal. I guess that was explained up. Okay. B'chol shechein im sha'aloto achar tzeta kochavim. So let's see. B'chol shechein, and therefore, if he asks him after the stars have come out, shetzarich lizaher milihashiv hayom kach v'kach. You need to be careful to answer him. Today is such and such a day.
Right. So you want to avoid saying that, right? Just say rather say yesterday was the day.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
right.
what's kaf? Let's see.
Right. Chaf v'chaf.
Okay, so kaf is hayom kach v'kach. Today is such and such a day. V'afilu b'lashon la'az. Oh, even if you say it in a foreign language. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, because you can count the Omer in any language, right?
Right. The question is, can you count Can you count with the bracha? That's gonna be a key question over here. If you said the proper counting during the Bein Hashmashos, so b'diavad, since you're Yotzi already, so you now have lost the ability to make the bracha on that. You want to recount, say after Tzeitzah Kachavim, you've lost the ability to make a bracha at that point.
Oh, okay. The im lo amar hayom late lan ba mishum de ikar mitzvat sfira hu sheyomar hayom kach v'kach. Okay, so, and if he doesn't say today is, I forgot what late one is. Late line ba. I forgot what late line ba means.
Leis lan ba means literally means there's nothing to it. There's no effect in it.
Oh, there's no effect. Oh, because the essence of the mitzvah of the counting, Hu shel yomar hayom, he says that today is such and such a day.
Right. So there's no necessity of saying hayom.
Mhm. Okay, and Kaf Aleph is Eino Yachol. So he doesn't have to, he's not able to go back and repeat the count with the bracha. Oh, okay. The Af Agav, the Lo Amar Ba'omer, Yatsa B'diavar Vad V'kanal Sif Kuf Tet Nun. Okay, the Af Agav, and nevertheless, the Lo Amar Ba'omer. What if he doesn't say Ba'omer?
Right. If he doesn't say ba'omer,
So he still fulfills it?
right. The main thing, right? The main yotzi b'di'evet, right? As we said previously, knis b'la'el is sif katan ches.
Wow.
Right.
Okay, so you have to be very careful how you respond. Huh?
That's the whole point of the mechaber here, right?
Mhm.
Mechaber here is cautioning us that when somebody, if it's Banish Mushes, and now it's the time b'di'evet that if you mention the counting, you'll be yotzi b'di'evet. You have to be very careful not to make mention of the actual counting,
Uh-huh. Okay.
because by doing so, you'll effectively lose your ability to make the bracha.
I see. Wow. Okay, then it's the next Mishabur is Laksor v'limnot bivracha. One goes back and counts with the bracha. Shekavar yatsa bazeh yidei sfira leman de'amar mitzvot ein tzrichot kavana. So
Since you have a dispute as to whether mitzvah strikas kavana, so even though your intention in saying this count of the is only to answer your friend's question, right? But that's only going to be good according to the mandomers that mitzvah strikas kavana. You have to have kavana for the mitzvah. But if in general they say that you don't need mitzvah to have kavana, so you've done the mitzvah by counting, even though you didn't have intention to do it, but you've done the mitzvah. Then it's going to reflect on your ability to make a bracha afterwards. Okay.
Okay, so it's not a mitzvah, but okay, okay. Okay, I'll go on now. Okay, the af, the anan kaimalan, the tzrichot kavana.
The halacha is that really mitzvahs do require kavanah, right?
Oh, it does require.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay. V'zehalo lo kivein latzeit bazeh yedei mitzvah.
right? La'af, even though that we do decide that the halacha is that trikas kavana mitzvahs do require kavana, right?
Uh-huh.
That hello, even let's say day mitzvah, and this person was just answering his friend's question as to what day it is. He wasn't intending to fulfill his mitzvah with this. Nevertheless, the Indian bracha, according to the Shulchan Aruch, Berura is explaining that this person has in mind to answer his friend's question, and then he's not having kavanah for the mitzvah. Nevertheless, you have to be a little bit more serious and machmir in terms of the bracha. Right?
Uh-huh. Okay. So it says he has to be a little more serious. Oh, okay.
So that's just
Yeah, because
yeah.
I mean,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Now, one quick comment or question, sort of.
Sure. Go ahead.
Maybe it's what you just said. So if it's saying that if the person asks which day it is without having kavana to fulfill the mitzvah, the Mishna Berura is saying that he can ask the question.
I'm not sure. The Mishnah says about answering a question. It says Kivan, let's say the Indian bracha tzor lahachmir lakush lahachteya. Right? In terms of the bracha, now you have to be concerned about the other opinion that mitzvahs don't require kavanah. Below yivar al sphere shemina, not to make the bracha on the sphere that you're going to count afterwards.
Oh, I see. So there are two opinions. Okay. I see. Okay. V'yesho deitza. Oh, and here's some more advice. Okay. She'yikaven b'perush shelo latzeit bazeh yedei sfira. What that he has intention b'perush in explaining it.
No,
That
it says the yesh od eitzah. There's another method by which you can avoid the problem. If you want to say the exact counting, you should have it specific. Beferish is specific. Have specific intention. Slow, you'd say is possessed. You're not to be
not
say to yourself, I mean, like, even if you're going to count, but you can say to yourself, I'm not intending to fulfill the mitzvah with this counting. That will allow you to make the bracha.
I'm sorry, where are we up to now?
Yeah, we're in tough pay test and Sif Dalid, Barry. Sif Dalid.
Sif Dalid. No.
Yeah, in the Mishna Berura,
Okay.
we just finished. It looks like Kaf Zayin. It's a small Kaf Zayin in parentheses. So I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone asks, let's say someone asks what day of the Omer it is.
Right.
And you say 5 apples.
Right.
Would that be considered, that wouldn't be considered counting, would it?
No, I don't think that would be considered a counting, because the fact that you're saying apples is an indication that you're not intending to make a real counting right now.
Okay.
Why not just say the day before?
Well, that's what
Mechaber
he's
said.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, the
I mean,
Mechaber said that's the best thing you can do. Say yesterday was 4. You know today is 5.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And I guess most people would understand that too, if they're confused about what day it is. Okay, so let's see.
Let's continue on.
Okay, Demare shesha'al oto kodem shehigia l'shavuot ha isha'al lo b'sha'a shehigia l'shavuot.
Right. Meaning with this scenario that the Mechaber is explaining is occurring before you got to past 7 days. Once, because you're only counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, or maybe even 7 is not included because you have to mention then the Shavuos, because you're not going to. Because what is this mean? He'll explain. Go ahead.
Okay, afilu amarlo hayom kach v'kach. Oh, so lav kalum hu kol shelo hizkir shavuot. Okay. So after 1 week.
Yeah, he'll explain it. I mean, he'll right, because he says who calls Shiloh his Shavuos. Any time when you pass the 7th day and onward, you have to now mention our obligation to mention the weeks as well.
Okay. V'tzarich lachzor at least 4 b'bracha. When you have to go back and repeat it, the counting with a bracha. Huh. Okay, so he's saying you're not yotze if you don't do it properly, I guess.
Right, you have to mention the days and the weeks. Right. So this is all this question only arises if it's within the first 6 days. Because once you hit the 7th day, you have to mention the 7 days and 1 week of the Omer. And if you don't mention weeks, you won't be Yotze.
Uh-huh. Okay. Good. Okay, so let's see. Kaf Gimel.
Does that mean if I say today is the 22nd day, it's not a problem?
That's right. You shouldn't do it, but it's not a problem because you're not Yotze.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Ukishe higia hazman, when the time arrives. Okay. Rotzel Omar tzeit hachochavim. Va'afilu im kivar hitpalalu kriyat shema utfila. The im lo chen bilav hachi asur mishum kriyat shema utfila.
So this is something else. This is the Ramah is adding a new halacha here. Really, it's unrelated to the question that the Mechaber took up, but because it's dealing with the time when it becomes your obligation, meaning from sunset onward, you're now obligated to count the Omer. So now the Ramah puts in these points of clarification.
Okay. So it's basically when the stars come out.
All right.
Okay. Let's see, where did I get up to? Utfila. V'hiskimu achronim lefi my de paskinan leel b'siman reish lamed hey ulahachmir machatzi sha'a kodem hazman. Okay.
Right. So once it reaches the time of counting the Omer, right, then we'll see how that's as the Mishna said, that's from Tzeitzei Kochavim, right? It's also to eat before you count the Omer, and even if you did begin to eat, you have to stop your eating and do the counting in the middle of your eating. Right? Miyu, however, in Hiskul La'ocho, if you started to eat, say, bein hashmashos, ein tzarich la'afsik. You don't have to interrupt your eating.
Oh, okay. Okay, Muadin, Harcha, Yesh Lanu Lahachmir Shelo Olechol. Okay, I think we said that. Mechatzi Sha'a Samuch L'Fura, V'hala V'afilu Im Kevar Hitim Hitpalel. So even if it's, you've already davened before? Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Maybe,
let's,
yeah, probably worthwhile. Maybe we'll pick up with this remark tomorrow with because we're not having a chance to finish it all up now.
okay.
So suffice it to say that the Mishna is saying that we're talking about the time of Benish, not time of Benish Mashas of sunset, but rather Tzisik Chavi. And then we'll see what the about the half an hour time beforehand. Okay, good. We'll review this remark tomorrow and do the Mr. Brews on it tomorrow, Mitzvah.
Okay, very
Right.
good. Yes, you
I
can.
mean,
Have a good
Okay.
day.
Very good.
Okay, be
Everyone have a
well.
good day.
Yom Tov.
thank you, Rabbi. Have a great day.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Barry. Be well.
Thank you. Okay.